Left 4 people injured on Jacksonville's west side. Action News Jax Zion Dakota is live now from Edgewood. Zion, police say they are still on the search for a shooter.
Indeed, they are still searching Deja. JSO wrapped up a briefing a short time ago where they gave us just a little bit more insight on the details to that incident last night. If you take a look at this plaza across the street from me, a lot of that police presence has winded down. We're observing someone in front of that liquor store right now sweeping up what we saw was glass earlier. We've been moved across the street from that plaza by police. Police do tell us that there is an above average crime rate in this shopping area. Now, it may be hard to get a look from home, so let me be your eyes and ears. When we were in that plaza, we noticed investigators concentrated around that Family Dollar and that liquor store / bar. There was broken glass, caution tape, and shell casing markers. The incident happened around Broadway and Edgewood Avenues. Officers say there was an argument at a bar that spilled into the parking lot. The suspect in this situation left the bar, returned, got a gun, opened fire, struck 4 men, then ran away. Police say that there are many questions at this hour. For starters, did the victims and the suspect know each other prior to the shooting? What was the nature of the argument that led to the shooting? Biggest of all, where's the suspect? Police say he's still at large.
We have a suspect that we're looking for. It's going to be a black male in all dark clothing that fled on foot in an unknown direction at this time.
Now, the lieutenant says that this was an isolated incident. All 4 victims are described by the sheriff's office as middle-aged men ranging from ages 44 to 57. Police say 3 of the victims were taken to a nearby hospital. The 4th victim took himself to the hospital. Now, if you have any information on this incident, you are being asked to call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. You can leave an anonymous tip or email if you prefer to do it that way. For local coverage you can count on in Jacksonville, Zion Dakota, Action News Jax.
Thank you, Zion. Staying on top of that, Action News Jax told you in December when a shooting happened in that same area. It happened in the parking lot of the shopping center on Edgewood and Broadway Avenue, where you just saw our Action News Jax Zion Dakota. JSO said 2 men were found shot in the parking lot around 8 p.m. on December 10th. JSO told us one of the men was killed and the other went to the hospital where he survived. New this morning has left 4 people injured on Jacksonville's west side. Action News Jax Zion Dakota has been live from Edgewood all morning. Zion, I know you were able to get a closer look at the scene.
Indeed, I was able to get closer to this crime scene, Deja, and we also have the added benefit of daylight to give you a better picture. When investigators were here, they were centered around this liquor store bar behind me. Take a look for yourself. The lieutenant who briefed us on this quadruple shooting says that this shopping plaza near Broadway and Edgewood Avenues has seen an above-average crime rate. Investigators appeared to have moved out of this plaza and businesses have begun opening, and we've seen some customers walking in and out of some of the shops here. It seems like businesses are getting back to usual after the commotion that happened here last night. Officers say there was an argument at that bar that spilled into the parking lot. The suspect in this situation left the bar, returned, got a gun, opened fire, struck 4 men, then ran away. Police say that there are many questions at this hour. For starters, did the suspects and victims know each other prior to the shooting? What was the nature of the argument that led to the shooting? And biggest of all, where's the suspect? Police say he's still at large.
We have a suspect that we're looking for. It's going to be a black male in all dark clothing that fled on foot in an unknown direction at this time.
The lieutenant that you just heard from says that this was an isolated incident. All 4 victims in this case are described by the sheriff's office as middle-aged men ranging from the ages of 44 to 57. Police say 3 of the victims were taken to a nearby hospital. The 4th victim took himself to the hospital. If you have any information on this situation, you are asked to call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, or you can also email them. You have the option of leaving an anonymous tip if you choose to do so. But again, that shopping plaza behind me, things are getting back to normal as daylight steeps in and customers are returning back to the shops. For local coverage you can count on, I'm Zion Dakota, Action News Jax.
Happening tomorrow, students at St. Mary's
office is asking for your help in the search for a shooter. They say a man shot 4 people in the Paxon neighborhood in the early hours of the morning. As Action News Jax Zion Dakota reports, this all started with an argument.
Businesses at this Edgewood shopping plaza are trying to get back to normal this Sunday after an overnight brawl at this bar spilled over into the parking lot and resulted in a quadruple shooting. The violence started at Paxon Liquors and Lounge at Paxon Shopping Plaza off Edgewood and Broadway. According to the bar's manager, her employees heard heavy, rapid gunfire.
They had multiple victims on scene that had been shot. 3 were transported to a local hospital with gunshot wounds. An additional individual self-transported to the nearby hospital.
Police said all 4 victims were men aged 44 to 57 who suffered non-life-threatening injuries. After the shooting, police say the suspect ran off. The bar manager told Action News Jax off camera she wasn't there. She was home with a migraine, only to get a 1 a.m. call about an even bigger headache, another shooting near her store.
At first, it was kind of like another one.
If you ask locals like Carl Reichenbaugh, Paxson Center is no stranger to violence. Corey Denmark was killed here after a shooting in December 2025. That same year, Action News Jax found at least 7 noise complaints and more than 100 service calls for incidents like fighting, trespassing, auto theft, and armed disputes at the shopping center.
But yeah, it's ridiculous the way things are nowadays. People just pull a gun out and want to shoot you, you know?
JSO blames the bar, saying its customers gather in the parking lot, playing loud music from their car stereos and doing burnouts. Bar manager Josie Saku told us in December that her quarter-century-old business only started having issues in the past 2 years when a nearby liquor store burned down.
I think JSO and the city needs to be on the same page with the landlord and help them up to have more presence in the neighborhood like ours.
Anyone with any information in this case is being asked to call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. You can call or email or even leave an anonymous tip. In Jacksonville, with local coverage you can count on, Zion Decoto, Action News Jax.
As Florida